All right, Vegas, we are back. Man, it's time for us to continue our Year 3 offseason with your Las Vegas Golden Knights up here at free agency after what I would call a very successful NHL entry draft. It sucks that we missed the playoffs. It sucks that I traded away the first-round pick for Tyson Barrie, but after that blow-up, I decided to completely reshape this team, and we had a great draft, picking up Rocky Ronick, an elite goaltender for the future, and what was his name? Colton Potter? Was a left-wing power forward who was also medium elite. So I think I traded Tyson Barrie for Ryan Ellis and one of those medium elite players. So it ended up working out in the end. But for year number 4, I mean, the expectations have to be raised. We have to make the freaking playoffs. So we've got past the NHL entry draft. We got by the re-sign stage. We're up here in free agency, and boom, right there, something that we desperately need, that stud on the blue line, Alex Pietrangelo. I guess he didn't get paid in St. Louis. His role, it's interesting, his role is a top 4 defenseman. I didn't pick up on that last time. Even though he's 89 overall, I really don't know what's holding him back. Maybe his skating? Down there at 87, everything is either 5-star or 4.5-star. His shooting is 4-star. I take it back. His shooting is 4-star. How many goals per season does this guy get? Yeah, 5, 10, 10. Yeah, these are the simulation seasons. So 10, 10, and 5. I mean, that's good enough for me. But I really like the ability to create offense through assists. That's going to help out our power play and also the defensive side of the game that he brings. The hits, the block shots, the giveaways and takeaways are very close. This guy can do it all for us. 30 years of age. He wants just under $7 million. So let's get right to this right away. Alex Pietrangelo. I'm not making the same mistake that I made last year with Mitch Marner. Considering I gave everyone a 4-year contract, let's get this guy a 5-year deal. We can use him for 4 years, see what happens, and then go from there. Oh man, I can't even talk. Let's go up to $7 million. He might he might sign with a better team. Other teams are interested. The St. Louis Blues. Well, St. Louis, you had the chance to re-sign him. I don't know why you're offering him a contract now, or maybe he's just not interested in re-signing with the Blues. So I'm going 5 years. Should I go 7.5? Thing is, he wants 4 years, so another team could come around and give him 4 years, $7 million. 5 years, $7.5 million. Would that be enough? I don't want to play around. I did say $8 million in the video. You know what? I got the cap space. I can easily move this contract away. His potential is still exact elite. Let's go 5 years, $8 million per season for a stud blue liner, Alex Pietrangelo. You gotta pay. You gotta pay to play, baby. So, I was reading your comments. A lot of you guys were suggesting we take a look at the potential of the free agency. And you know what? There actually is a medium elite potential player in here. What's his first name? Christian Ulrich. Undrafted, left-wing, medium elite sniper. My God, 20 years of age, only 56 overall. I don't know if this guy's going to grow too much, but he will have trade value. Now, there's already a team that's interested, but I will also send an offer. The Chicago Blackhawks are trying to land him. And also this guy, Evan McIntyre, center two-way forward, also undrafted, but 19, and he's got the low elite. So I'll listen to you guys, and I'll try to sign these two guys. If I can get these two guys signed, I'm going to have so many either low or medium elite players on this team. Like, potential-wise, we got tons of trade bait. These two guys down here, I'm not going to... how much are they going to... You know, I'm going to... Ooh, Shenishin. Even somebody just for the AHL squad. I mean, this guy's a right-wing sniper, low top 6, 72. You know what? I'm going to sign this guy just for the AHL squad. There you go. Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind. All right, so I'm not on UFAs. There you go. Yeah, he's an RFA. Wow, so Ulrich and McIntyre, they went undrafted, right? Okay, so it makes sense. They were undrafted. So they were available after the 7th round in this year's draft, and I just didn't pick up on them. My God, man, you really can find some good players late. So we got Pietrangelo, McIntyre, Ulrich. We also have to decide what we want to do goaltending-wise. We picked up Rocky Ronick in the draft, but it's going to take at least 3 years for him to be backup ready. 5 years for him to be starting ready, right? So we got to find somebody else right now for the Alex Pietrangelo era. Right now we have, what's his name, Grabauer, but he's dropped down to an 83. I was thinking about leaving Grabauer as a starting goaltender and go with Grice or Neuwirth or even bring back Picard as an 82. But if we're going to upgrade, let's upgrade our goaltending as well. He only wants 3.25 or 275 million. Connor Hellebuyck. How do you pronounce his last name? I always feel really weird saying his last. Is it Hellbuck or Hellbuyck? Or is it something else? You guys let me know. He's 27 years of age, 84 overall. His His role as a starting goaltender, where we bring this guy in. We have him and Grabauer as a 1-2 punch. It's not the greatest, but hopefully our team can help them out and get us into the playoffs. So 2 years. Yeah, I'll go 2 years at 3 points. I don't want to lose out on this guy. No teams are interested just yet. He's 84 overall. You know what? I got the cap space. Let's go 2 years at 3.750. There you go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go 4 mil. Let's just. If we're gonna pay to play, I'm gonna have to sign some rookies soon. To 3.850. There you go. All right. So 2 years at 3.850 for Hellbuck. We'll see what that or how that plays out. There are no goaltenders with the elite potential. Not that I need them anyways. We already picked up Roenick. So we got the defenseman, we got the goaltender, and forwards. We're already pretty good for forwards. I got a lot of young guys coming up, and if we sign PETRIANGELO, we're going to have 7 defensemen. I envision making one trade in preseason to beef up either the top 9 or just get a depth player. So for right now, I'm going to skip all these other guys. We still have $21 million of cap space. I'm going to hold on to that right now. I am going to pick up a depth player that was playing on our team last year, Nikita Soshnikov. His role as a 4th-line forward, his defensive awareness is up there at 84. He could kill off penalties or be an injury player, a depth player for us. So I'm just going to bring him back 1 year at 2 mil, 2.15. There you go. All right, very nice, very nice. And I was thinking about bringing back Calvert as well, but I literally only need one of these guys. We have like 13 or 14 skaters right now, and I'm not too sure about Glass and no, is it Glass? Either Suzuki or Glass, one of the two that's the lower overall. I don't know if he's going to be NHL ready, and I don't know about Victor Reed. So let me get Soshnikov, and other than that, Aberg, I could pick up one of these two guys just to grab them for depth. You know what? I'll get Pontus Aberg as well. This guy could play in the AHL or be some depth for us. So I'll pick him up. 1 year at 1.250. Very nice. And Kerdeals I'll pick up as well. I just want some depth. Either for the AHL or for injuries. All right, so 3 forwards, a defenseman, a stud defenseman, and our starting goaltender. Hopefully the game doesn't screw us over with the voodoo, and we can get to preseason, reshape this squad, and hopefully the simulation gives us something good. So sim to the next season. Let me just advance the day, so if we do get screwed over, I don't go ahead. I'm also interested to see, he's right there, 31 goals, Colin White. I want to see how many goals this guy scores with Rankin if he's ready to go. So McIntyre, Evan McIntyre, he was the low elite player, so we got the low elite player on our team. And we got Christian Ulrich, all right. So we just added another medium elite sniper on the squad. Oh, he's going to play in the AHL. I will be sure to grow that guy, okay? Come on, but PETRIANGELO, he's the big one. Come on, baby. Connor Hellbuck, all right, or Hellbuck. Oh, man, I keep on screwing that up. He has accepted the Las Vegas Golden Knights offer, so we're paying him $4 million per year for 2 years, 84 overall goaltender. I'm happy with that. And if we saw what happened with Scott Darling, if we could have a good season, his potential is starter. You could see him grow to an 86, 87 maybe, 88, 89, like Darling. That would be nice. He's got to win a Vezina to do that. And Pontus Aberg is signed with us. Come on, PETRIANGELO. Come on. Soshnikov is signed with us. Come on, PETRIANGELO. Come on. Kerdeals is signed with us. Come on, PETRIANGELO. Oh, he's taking an extra day. Please, PETRIANGELO. Don't screw us over. Yeah! I paid the money, boys. And our blue line is stacked. So after missing out on the playoffs, GM Superb Man brings in 2 superb right-handed defensemen. Ryan Ellis first at the draft, and now in free agency, Alex PETRIANGELO. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Your cash offer was most generous. Yeah, I overpaid to make sure that we brought PETRIANGELO to the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So let's simulate to the next season. Colin White, Rankin, PETRIANGELO, Victor Reed, Nick Ritchie. I'm telling you, man, I think last season we were a good team up to the trade deadline. Then we traded for Tyson Barrie and everything. We shit the bed, all right? I admit it. It was my fault. This season, I don't see it happening. This season, I said in the last video, I guaranteed the playoffs. Let's go. All right, boys, here we are, September 13th, 2020, the beginning of year number 4. So let's take a look. Unbiasedly, honestly, we will take a look at what our team looks like on paper, and we can make an estimation whether or not we can make the playoffs this year. I feel good, though. I feel good about this team. I feel like last year, we had some veterans, we made some steps forward, but a lot of people still didn't believe that we were a playoff team, and come the end of the year, we went on that losing streak, it all evened out, we missed the playoffs. This season, I feel like we're a better team than what we were last season. If we just missed out on the playoffs, this season should be good. So, Hellbuk and Grabauer, 84, 83 overall goaltenders. Like I said, not the greatest, but not horrible. We got Dansk and Roenick, so I'm going to have to beef up the AHL. I think Roenick is actually in the CHL still, because he was drafted, I believe I got him from the QMJHL, so I don't think I have to worry about Roenick in the AHL as of yet. So that's goaltender situation. Defenseman, all right, so PETRIANGELO, now does he still have his elite? Okay, so good. Sometimes as players hit their 30s, their potential starts to drop, which kind of sucks. Well, other players, if you play them right, they maintain their potential into their mid-30s. So as long as Alex PETRIANGELO keeps that exact elite, the $8 million is worth it. We could see him grow. We could see him maybe go down 1 or 2, but if he drops to a top 4, that's when we got to start thinking about maybe moving him. Hopefully that's at least 3 years away. So Alex PETRIANGELO, Ryan Ellis, Shea Theodore, Sami Vatanen, who is probably going to be on the move now. Jet Wu, who jumped up to an 83, real good. So his offensive awareness is up there at 91. He can handle himself defensively. He is a fast skater, which means that he'll have a lot of takeaways. Jet Wu is a great one. Yeah, Vatanen, I think, has got to go. Hayden Fleury, 83. We'll take a look at his numbers. Yeah, I know he's a little bit offensive, but he can handle himself on the third defensive pairing. And Eric Brandstrom, our offensive specialist, our playmaking specialist, 95 offensive awareness. My God, we got to keep this guy, and we got to continue to play this guy. So Griffin Reinhart, you're going to be sent down. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 defensemen. This is what I mean. We can always trade away Vatanen and a piece for another forward. In the system, we got Reinhart. McIsaac is a 71. Remember this guy is a medium top 4, drafted in the first... Yeah, we drafted him 4th overall. He's taking a sweet-ass time. Edwin Madsen, drafted this guy in the 4th round. He's 70 overall, so they're getting to the point now where they can command the AHL team, so hopefully they do end up growing. Sylvester, we drafted this guy 15th overall in year number 2, another top 4 defenseman. These guys are coming along, which will be nice. And then Sizik, we just picked up this guy who's also a medium top 4 defenseman, okay? So we got 4 guys here that we're waiting on, so I need to pick up one more AHL defenseman and then roll with these 4. NHL, let me go back to forwards. Yeah, let's go all the forwards at once. All right, so Nick Ritchie is an 86. Johansson is our Johansson. Oh, is it Johansson or Johansson? This one, fuck. 84. Tuck is an 84. Fabry's an 84. White jumped up to an 84. He was an 83 when I picked him up, right? Colin White, very nice. We're going to see what kind of season he can have. Adam Henrique, an 83, depth for us. Craig Rankin, 82. Not much growth right there. I'm hoping that we see it over the course of the year. Now, his role is a third-line scoring forward. I want to put, what's his name, Colin White's alongside of him, see if his assists go up, and we watch Colin White's goal totals go up. Now, here we go. Cody Glass is ready for the NHL. His role is a third-line checking forward. Good, good. Now, I don't really like his defensive stats. He's really fast. He's got a decent shot. I'd probably put this guy in the 4th line and give him some penalty kill time for year number 1. Just take it easy with him. Like, he could actually replace Cody Eakin. Even though I like Cody Eakin as a penalty killer, we got a lot of players up here now. Soshnikov, Connor Brown, Kurt Deals. All right, so that's everyone. You see what I mean? We got too many. Down there in the AHL, Pontus Aberg. All right, so Nick Suzuki, he is listed as a depth forward, so I don't think he's ready to go in the NHL just yet. One more year in the AHL, tearing it up on that first line might be what he needs. Casey Cizikas, let me bring him up because he's not going to be playing the AHL. Lepsik, Kulishar, Riley Sutter, drafted this guy. He was the high top 9. All right, so other forward. Victor Reed, oh my God, he didn't grow at all? Are you kidding me? He was 70 overall. Oh, man, is Victor Reed ended up being a bust, boyos? I hope not. So I'll put him alongside of Suzuki in the AHL. Zubov, Wells, all right, all these guys down here. Ulrich is 58. I'm going to have to play him. Rogalski, oh man, Potter. We got a lot of guys to the AHL this year. Okay, so when it comes to the NHL squad, those are the forwards basically. So let's go to the line changes. Let's go best lines and see who is scratched and see what our team looks like. All right. So best lines. We got Nick Ritchie. I'm just going to put the lines the way they were last season. All right, so Adam Henrique, Johansson, I think I'm just going to put on this line just for now. Don't worry about the left wing and right wing. I can make trades, or not, trades if I need to, changes is what I'm trying to say. So Rankin is on the third line scoring, or is a third line scoring forward. Now Colin White is a second line forward. I don't want to mess with this guy's role. He could end up growing, but I do want to help out Rankin. So let me just think about this. If he's right-handed, put him on the shooting wing. All right, so you got the playmaker and the two-way forward who acts like a sniper, and that way you can have an even 3 lines, because Robbie Fabry could play on the second line. Then Cody Eakin, Cody Glass is going to be a 4th line center, I think, right behind Rankin. Kerdeals, Eakin, Tuck. Okay. So I'm going to have to figure this out. The players that are scratched right now are Cizikas and Brandstrom. You know what? Maybe Glass might... Yeah, he's a third-line checking forward. I have to play him in the NHL. That's a weird one right there. You know what? I might be trying to force things right now. It might be better for Colin White to play as a second-line center, and Rankin as a third-line center. Glass is the fourth-line center behind the veteran Adam Henrique, because we got a lot of wingers after that. So I'll figure out the forward lines, and the defensive lines, Petrangelo with Ellis, Wu. What is Wu? Is he a top 4 yet? He's a top 4 defenseman, is Jet Wu. Should be playing him in the top 4. Well, hang on a second. Vatanen. We're going to be replacing Vatanen with Brandstrom. All right, there you go. Very nice, very nice. So Brandstrom's in there. Let me just think. Probably be Petrangelo and Theodore. Ellis and Fleury, and then Brandstrom and Jet Wu right there. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Or we could even go... Screw the lefty-righty, just get, what's his name, Wu in there and have, but Fleury's also a medium top 4, or a top 4 defenseman. Shit. Okay, you know what? Let me do some power of video editing, figure out what I want with these lines, and then we will make a trade with, because we have Sammy Vatanen and Cizikas I gotta figure out. Alright, just... You know what? Power of video editing. Okay, so I went through the lines. I figured out what we need. We need somebody on the first line or the second line, a right wing position. So Sammy Vatanen, I will be trading away along with a few prospects that I know I'm not going to use to the Washington Capitals in exchange for the right winger Andre Burakovsky. Take a look at his stats. He's only 82 overall, third line scoring forward. I'm not trying to get much here. I don't want to stifle the future for the Las Vegas Golden Knights, but if we're trying to make the playoffs this year, we do need a top 6 winger. We just do. I tried to arrange the lines the way I thought. Victor Reed really put a wrench in the machine here, because I thought he was going to be ready for this season. Apparently not. So we got to find that replacement. So Burakovsky, I'm going to be trading Sammy Vatanen to the Washington Capitals. I'll show you guys why it makes sense from their perspective, right? They're obviously still trying to win another cup. They won the cup in year number 1. They're holding on to guys like Ovi, who needs a contract this season. Backstrom, who's got 8 years left. Kuznetsov, 5 years left. TJ Oshie, 5 years left. They still have Jacob Verana. They still have Carl Hagelin. So they're getting rid of one of their forwards to pick up a defenseman, because a lot of their defensemen are getting older, or they're just, they're just not great. I mean, John Carlson's good, fine. Niskanen, 33 with 1 year left. You know, you want to replace that. Dmitry Orlov, that's good. 3 years left at 29, but then Justin Braun, 33 with 4 years left, and then after that, it falls off. So a guy like Sammy Vatanen really does help out the Washington Capitals, and a guy like Burakovsky really does help us out. Now, the question is, can I get the first-round draft pick as well in there? They do want him. They don't want to give up Burakovsky. If not, I'll just settle for the second, third, and I'll try to get a fourth in there as well. The trade values are kind of close. So proposed trade, no, not even close. All right. If it said sweeten it a touch, I would try to sweeten it. We'll just go for the depth draft picks. After all, we don't even have a second and third for this year. So a second, third, and fourth along with Andre Burakovsky. Will that go through? No, it will not. A second and a third for Andre Burakovsky? No, it will not. So just a second. So that, you know what? Let me hang on. Let me just make sure. Let me try to get a fourth in there, fourth round draft pick, especially after Ulrich. We can find some good players deep now. So Burakovsky, a second and a fourth. Will it go through? No, still not. Will I even get the second out of this? My goodness. I won't even get the second. Wow, I really thought I would. Okay, so I'll just settle for the third and fourth. This has got to go through now. So Vatanen for Burakovsky, a third and a fourth. Come on. What? Oh man, I really thought that this would go through. I guess they do not want to give up Andre Burakovsky. Trade value, I guess, is, I'm going to take these guys off. Trade value, doesn't it look like it's a lot more for Sami Vatanen? All right. I mean, I don't want a draft pick. I know I can probably get a better deal here for Vatanen, but we need a player for this season. And Burakovsky, if he plays well, we can sign him at the end of this season. So Vatanen for Burakovsky and a fourth. Will it go through? Yep. All right. So the Washington Capitals, they got a good negotiation right there. So let me go back and edit all the lines, and then we can get the first month or two of year 4 simulated. Hang on a second. Alright, so I got both the NHL and AHL squad lineups ready to go for year number 4. Of course, I get all congested as I'm doing it, but whatever. We got to power through. And I do plan on simulating 1 month, maybe 2, based on our performance. Because, I mean, year 4, we got to make the playoffs, right? So if things are not going well, I want you guys to be able to chime in. And I don't want to get on autopilot here, okay? It's very important that we make the playoffs this season. So, for year number 4, the starting lineups for the NHL squad. We got the veterans on the first line. Nick Ritchie, he's 24 now. We need him to log the big boy minutes. So, Nick Ritchie, Adam Henrique, and the newest acquisition, Andre Burakovsky. Not the greatest. We're still in depth mode, and we're still in trying to protect our younger players mode. So, that's why the veterans, I guess Ritchie and Burakovsky at 24 and 25 are considered veterans, but Adam Henrique, he was the plan. That's why we held on to him. We can always trade him at the end of this year, but we needed him to be in that veteran position. Second line, we got Marcus Johansson, Colin White. Now, the plan was to put Colin White alongside of Craig Rankin. For this season, I don't see it working just yet. Their roles are too different, and we don't have the center support to come up from underneath. Next year, it'll be there, because Suzuki will be in the NHL squad. So, Colin White is going to be the second line center alongside of Alex Tuck and Marcus Johansson, the power forward playmaker. Just get the puck to the two-way forward center, and he can score the goals. Third line, the exact same third line as last season. Fabry, Rankin, and Connor Brown. This line has been put together to help out Craig Rankin. I could have easily put Robbie Fabry up to the first line and not traded for Andre Burakovsky, but that would have hurt Rankin's production on the third line, and we want to continue to help him out. So Fabry's going to play alongside of Rankin and Brown, and then the fourth line, we got the penalty killers, the depth guys. They're going to help Cody Glass turn into a penalty-killing stud for us. Cizikas, Eakin, and Cody Glass, all right? So that is the forward core for year number 4, and defensively, I'm loving the way our defensive core looks. Shea Theodore alongside of Alex Pietrangelo, baby. Very nice. Hayden Fleury alongside of Ryan Ellis, so those two guys are really going to help us. I know Shea Theodore is also a good defensive player. Fleury's a little bit offensive. Brandstrom is certainly offensive, but I'm interested to see how Jet Wu simulates. Remember, we have as of yet, I don't think there's no information on how he plays. He's a drafted player who hasn't played in the AHL or the NHL just yet, so we're going to see how this guy plays, all right? So that's the 5-on-5 lines. Power play, we got Johansson, Henrique, and Robbie Fabry, Ryan Ellis, and Pietrangelo, and here's where Colin White and Rankin are playing alongside of one another. I was thinking about putting them on the first line, but because Rankin is a third-line scoring forward, I don't want to overplay them. Same thing with Colin White. 5v5, they're where they're at, and power play, they're on the second-line power play. They'll get plenty of time. But I put Brandstrom alongside of them, so maybe he can give them the puck and create some offense. I don't know. Nick Ritchie's going to be the power forward to protect them, alongside of Shea Theodore as well. 4-man power play looks like that. Rankin and White together. Penalty kill. We got Eakin, Cody Glass. I'm going to give Cody Glass a shot. The reason being, he's on the fourth line, yet he's listed as a third line checking forward. You give a fourth liner penalty kill time, that'll be plenty of minutes to satisfy the third line checking forward role. So I want to keep a close eye on how our penalty kill works this year. If it's horrible, then we got to take him off, put Adam Henrique up there, put Casey Cizikas up there, bring Connor Brown back to the penalty kill. There's a lot of things that we can do there. Shea Theodore, Alex Pietrangelo, and Jet Wu, I'm going to try in the penalty kill as well. Okay, so we're going to see how that works out with Ryan Ellis. 3-man penalty kill, Cody Eakin and Adam Henrique. Not messing around there. Extra attackers looks like that. 4-on-4, Rankin and White right there. 3-on-3, we got White, Rankin, and Adam Henrique for the overtime periods. And extra attackers, we got Adam Henrique, the veteran. I don't want too many the younger players playing too much ice time. And Colin White's going to be the second extra attacker. Shootout looks like that. All right, goaltenders, Hellbuck and Grubauer. Not the greatest, but not horrible. And then the scratch players, we got Nikita Soshnikov, right winger, Griffin Reinhart, defensive defenseman, and Nick Kurdiels, who's a left winger, but he's got good face-off, so he could be the center replacement if we need it. So that is the NHL squad. I like our chances. I think we're a better team than last year, and we can have... I think Colin White's the big one. I want to see what kind of season he has as the second-line center. And the AHL squad looks like this. So Nick Suzuki should be up to the NHL for next season. He's 78 overall. Victor Reed, though, man, if he stays at 70 overall for next season, we may have to think about trading him. Even though he's only 20 with medium elite, I want him to grow. He was 70 overall last year, I thought. So I'm putting him on the first line. We're going to see what he can do. Riley Sutter's in there as well. We're trying to grow these two guys. And then a bunch of guys down here. McIntyre, low elite. Ulrich, he's playing in there. We're going to see if we can grow him. Nico Hagman, low top 6. All right. And defensively, we got McIsaac, Madsen, Sizik, and Sylvester all playing. So we'll see if these guys can grow. And goaltenders, do not worry about Rocky Roenick. He is playing in the CHL, so we don't have to worry. I just got Dreger and Dansk to help out the AHL squad. All right, jeez, that was a mouthful. Let us start up the year at number 4, shall we? Oh, you know what? Before we do, let me just make... I don't want to lose any of this. Save file. All right, hang on a sec. Let me just override. Let me create a new file just in case. Just in case the power goes out and I lose the recording. I don't need to lose the save file as well. All right, so here we go. So what did I say? I only want to go 1 month if it's dangerous. If we're kicking ass and things seem to be working out, then we'll go 2 months, all right? Because I want you guys to be able to chime in here. This video was all about the offseason, just arranging the teams, arranging the team with the lineups and the trades. The Sami Vatanen trade for Andrei Burakovsky, I know it's going to generate a lot of talk. I can already sense what it's going to be. Oh, you could have gotten so much more. If you packaged it with a first, you could have gotten so much more. But you guys don't understand is that we already have all the young players that we need. We just got to grow them, right? So by bringing in another younger player, it's just taking up a spot. So realistically, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll do that on my own. I've actually turned off scouting in my own offline GM modes, and it works just the same. So I'll just go to the OHL forwards for 6 weeks. There you go. I think I'll turn that off for the start of the next video. There's no need to slow it down right now, though. I've actually found some good players just by the computer going through every category for me, and also the simulation goes by a lot faster, so it is nice. So teams must be salary cap compliant, blah, blah, blah. We are good to go. So in preseason, the Las Vegas Golden Knights go 4-3-0. All right, so slightly above 500. Now, hopefully we can stay away from that goddamn losing streak, man. Last year, the 11 games in a row. What did we finish the season again? 3-14-1? Oh, my God. One of the worst runs I've ever seen with a team that I'm not deliberately trying to tank. Even teams that I'm deliberately trying to tank don't have that bad of a run. Whatever. That was last season. So year number 4. Let's start this sucker up. Let's go all the way to November 1st. The game after the Philadelphia Flyers on the road to start the season in Edmonton, and we lose in regulation. Off to Vancouver, and we win in a shootout. All right. Oh, no, that was a home game against Vancouver. Now we're right back out there. There you go. All right, so we beat the Vancouver Canucks twice. We shut down the Ottawa Senators. Colin White goes back to face his old team. They get shut out. A 6-5 overtime loss to the Florida Panthers. Oh, my God. Whoa. It must have been day-to-day. It must have been day-to-day, right? Was he playing the whole time? It must have been day-to-day. Ooh, that's dangerous. I do not need our stud, Alex Pietrangelo, getting injured. Yeah, he's still in there. Has he played every single game? Yeah, he's got 8 assists. Let's see. He's got 8 assists. He's an even player. 8 assists in 5 games played. Hell yeah, Pietrangelo. So he can create offense, which is good. So let's see. Let's just see any kind of... It seems, if I'm looking at patterns right now, we seem to be a goal-scoring team. The games that we lose... It's not, we're not getting shut out. Look, 4-3 loss, 4-3 overtime loss, 6-5 overtime loss. So we're scoring goals, which is good. San Jose Sharks would like Casey Cizikas, and they'd like to give us a 4th. I'm going to decline that trade way too early right now. Pittsburgh Penguins. Marcus Johansson has been injured with an injured shoulder. His estimated return is November 2nd. You know what? That's only like 2 games, 2 or 3 games. Assistant coach replaced player. Just put Soshnikov in there on the second line. That's fine. The draft class briefly, or he's reviewed the draft class briefly, and in general, he feels like it's going to be a good year for the rookies. So the top 10 is going to look good. Another shootout loss. All right. And the last game of the month against the Philadelphia Flyers. Let me just simulate to the next day, because that'll bring Johansson back. Did he say November 2nd? I thought he said November 2nd. Maybe it's going to be the next day. All right. So, a lot of losses there. But if we're looking at patterns, right? Did we get shut out a single time? No, we didn't. Like 2 goals in that loss. 5 goals in that loss. 3 goals in that loss. 3 goals in that loss. 2 goals in that loss. 2 goals in that loss. 2 goals in that loss. Okay. So, we are scoring goals, but we're allowing too much. So, Cody Glass on the penalty kill. What did I say? We're keeping an eye on this. I think we can go 1 more month here. Unless we really start, damn, Pietrangelo is killing it. Good job. All right, that was a great signing. So let's go in here. Let's see who's not playing well. Let's see if our penalty kill is shitting the bed, because we're definitely scoring enough goals. I guarantee if I go goals for per game, we're not going to be near the bottom. Yeah, we're the second bet. We're tied for second in the Pacific Division with 3 goals for per game. Edmonton's up there at 3.64. My God. Goals against per game, though, 2.6. We're doing pretty good, actually. That's a good, maybe we're just not getting the W's. A lot of those games were shootout losses and overtime losses. Like, we got 4 of them, so they could have swung the other way, I guess. Power play percentage, 33.3. That is good enough for me. So we're not taking Rankin or White off the power play, which is good news. Penalty kill. Ooh, 69% for the penalty kill. All right, so I know what that problem is, and I'm going to rectify it right now. Nope, Cody Glass, you are not ready to be killing penalties off just yet. You are listed as a third line checking forward, but your defensive stats are just not where they need to be, and I'm not growing you that way. So take a look at his defensive stats. Defensive awareness, the defensive category is only 3.5 stars. He's fast, no doubt. He's not going to be blocking shots or breaking up plays. Now, he is a +7 on that 4th line. He's got 6 points. My God. Short-handed points, he's got 1. But the penalty kill, we have to stop goals from going in. No, we have to stop it. All right, so penalty kill. You're doing a good job there, Glass, but I'm going to take you off. So Cody Eakin, see, his defensive stats are much better. We got Theodore, who, yeah, he's going to be killing the penalty. That's fine. Pietrangelo, he's definitely going to be killing. What about Wu? Is he hurting us? -1. Okay, so now that we got Wu, he's played some games. Let me go back here to his stats. Yeah, he blocks shots and he hits people. Giveaways to takeaways, 11-3, though. Is there anybody else we could throw in on the penalty kill? Theodore, Ellis. I could try out. See, the thing about Brandstrom, he's offensive, and Fleury is definitely offensive. You take a look at his stats. I don't think he hits too much. Hits, block shots, giveaway. Oh, you know what? All right, Hayden Fleury, I'm giving you a chance on the penalty kill. Show me what you're made of. All right, so penalty kill. Jet Wu's on the first man. 3 on. No, I don't need that happening. All right, so Hayden Fleury, you're going to get in there on the penalty kill. And we're also going to move Adam Henrique. No, Adam Henrique is definitely on the penalty kill. Cody Eakin, Sezikis. All right, so if I'm going to take off Glass, Tuck. I don't think Tuck. No, he doesn't have a good defensive category. Burakovsky? No, he doesn't have one either. It's going to be Connor Brown, I think. It's the same. Damn. I don't have a 4th penalty killer, realistically. White, I guess I could throw White in there. He's a second-line forward. You know what? Let's try Colin White in there as well. Yeah, I'm underestimating this guy. He could play more minutes than I'm thinking of. Cordills, no, he's not going to be in there. You know what? I'm going to try Colin White there on the second penalty kill. We'll move Adam Henrique up there. All right, and we're going to put Colin White right there. We'll see if this guy can get any shorthanded goals as well. All right, so Colin White, very nice. Changing current line. So Sezikis and White, Henrique and Eakin, and Fleury is in there instead of what's his face? Oh shit, what's his face? Jet Wu. There you go. Oh man, I gotta blow my nose. Hang on a second. All right, that's a little bit better. Still congested. So let's go another month, unless we go on like a 4-game losing streak. All right, I'm not talking about overtime losses. If those regulation losses pop up, let's say if we get to like 8 regulation losses before the end of this month, that's 5. Then we're gonna stop it. Okay, if we're on a good pace, then we'll keep it going. But 8 regulation losses and we're stopping it. So the Carolina. Okay, good. Let me do this. Give me a second. All right, so Marcus Johansson is back back in there on the second line, which should help out Colin White and Alex Tuck. Big time. Help out our team, in fact. So the Carolina Hurricanes, a team that has won the Stanley Cup here in our universe. Let's see what they bring. We're on the road. They're 6-5-0. And we got a long sim. There we go. We finally got past it. So a 3-1 loss to Carolina, 5-4 loss in overtime to the Ottawa Senators, 2-0 victory over the Montreal Canadiens. All right. Robbie Fabry's now been injured with a sore shoulder. My God, man. Fucking injuries. Give me a second. Okay, so the injury bug hits us again. I had to move Cody Eakin up to the third line with Rankin and Brown. Soshnikov is the player that we dress, all right? Goddamn injuries, man. Oh, my God. Sore shoulders as well. I'm done with the scouting assignment. All right, so let me just send the scout right back out. OHL, because that's where I love to scout, baby. So a shootout loss to the New York Islanders, New Jersey Devils, a 5-3 W, Columbus Blue Jackets, a 3-0 W. Definitely scoring goals, man. 4-3 shootout win against the Colorado Avalanche. We can continue this. 3-1 victory over the Dallas Stars, back-to-back against the Stars. Mitch Marner, we got 3 or 4 points. Overtime loss. The Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews, what do you guys got for us? And also the Chicago Wolves not playing well, 6-8-3. I'd love them to be playing much better. But I got so many young players that I wanna grow, right? So it's not like I can have a B squad down there anymore. He's got to put a bunch of them down there and see who grows. What the hell is taking so long? Simulating, there you go. Friggin' riots in Toronto. We couldn't get out of there. 3-2 victory over Toronto. A shootout loss to the Boston Bruins. This is great. We haven't had a regulation loss since the beginning of the month against the Carolina Hurricanes. This is great. Vegas player Robbie Fabry is fully healed. All right, give me a second. All right, so a healthy Robbie Fabry is reinserted to the third line alongside of Rankin. All right, come on, baby. Keep this going. Like I said, we haven't had, just as I put Fabry back in there, we got a loss against the Arizona Coyotes, a loss against the Anaheim Ducks. God damn it. Cizikas, no, I'm not trading away Cizikas right now. We're playing pretty good. Okay, we're going to end it right there. Damn it, man. So Fabry, we were playing pretty good, and then Fabry comes back. We lose 3 in a row in regulation. All right, so we can't have that happen. So the good news is that we got through the month. What did I say? I didn't want to go past 8 regulation losses. We only had 4 in the month of November. Now, we're losing a lot of games in overtime, but, that can kind of be a good thing as well. It means that we're not getting beat in regulation. It means that we're keeping it a close game. Sometimes it's just overtime. It's 3v3, you know what I mean? It's a different game. Or the shootout. It just happens. Damn, PETRIANGELO is killing it for us. All right, so this is where you guys got to chime in. In fact, I want to... Instead of the comments, I want to do something where I actually interact with you guys. I'm going to set up a night where we all go into the website chat and I give you guys multiple questions, because sometimes one poll question is not enough. Too busy tonight, but don't worry, we'll arrange a day. Now, what was I thinking? Oh shit, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so yeah, the stats for us, right? So don't worry about where we sit right now. It's only 26 games played. Currently, we are second in our division, but all the divisions are gonna, we were in a playoff spot with 18 games remaining, and we went 3-14-1, so I really don't care about where we are right now. Goals 4 per game. It's come down a little bit. No one's gonna be averaging 3 goals 4 per game unless you're a President's Trophy team, but we are second best in our division. So this is what I mean about figuring out patterns. We are certainly scoring goals here in Vegas. Goals against per game, look at that. We've gotten this under control. 2.38. That has come way down. That was at 2.64 before. Now, it wasn't the penalty kill, because the penalty kill was 69%. Power play could be getting a little bit better, but remember, we lost Robbie Fabry there for the month, and I think I put Tuck back in on the power play, so maybe that hurt us. But it also means that we're scoring 5v5, which is really good. And then penalty kill, oh yeah, the penalty kill went back up to 81%. So I think I figured out that Glass is not quite ready for the penalty kill. It must be Colin White. He must be doing a better job there. Home, 4-4-3 away, 7-3-5 in the last 10, 5-3-2. And we lost 3 in regulation, right? Oh my God, my damn nose. Gotta push through, almost done. So let's take a look at the point totals, see if there's any players that are just ridiculously uneven, or negative, I should say, and we can change the lines. So Marcus Johansson is leading our team with 13 assists. Colin White, there it is, 10 goals in 26 games played. See? And that's why Johansson's assists are way up there. His stats are getting padded. So eventually, Rankin will be the guy that I put alongside of White to increase his assists. But this year, Rankin's actually scoring goals. He's got 8. 4th on our team with 13 points. Connor Brown, 16. Adam Henrique, 13. All right, so it's pretty even. Cody Glass has got 10 assists and is a plus 11. So that 4th line is not hurting us. Burakovsky's a -2. 6 goals. All right, Fabry. All right, all these guys down here. So minus players. Let's just see who's not playing well. Henrique, Richie, and Burakovsky. Yeah, see, that was the plan, though. The first line is weak, but we got to play the veterans there so we can protect the other guys. But they're playing fine. They're playing fine as long as we're winning. I mean, what would you expect? Defensively, oh my God, my nose. Defensively, Alex Pietrangelo is 21 points in 26 games played. This has been a big help for us this year. Shea Theodore, 15. Brandstrom, finally, his offensive stats are starting to show up in the regular season, in the NHL, I should say. 11 assists already. Ryan Ellis, all right, very nice, and +8. Jet Wu, 9 assists. Okay, so Jet Wu gets assists, doesn't score goals. Let me see the. Let me just go all the way down here to the giveaways, takeaways, and all that. We can compare them. All right, so giveaways to takeaway ratio. All right, yeah, Wu does give the puck away a lot. It's probably because he's only 83 overall, but he does throw hits, not as much as Theodore, Pietrangelo, and Ellis, though. Yeah, you can see Pietrangelo, Theodore, and Ellis are big guns. And then Brandstrom, Wu is offensive. Wu is the same as Fleury. He's offensive. Okay, so that's good to know. So we got like 3 offensive defensemen, 3 defensive defensemen. Not the player types, just the way they simulate. And then Connor Hellbuck, not the greatest so far. Grabauer is playing pretty good. Hellbuck, 84. All right, not the greatest, but what are you going to do? And then last but not least, let's just take a look at the AHL squads. Goaltenders, not necessary. I just want to take a look at the forwards. Victor Reed and Suzuki. All right, so Suzuki's up there. Victor Reed, there he is, Victor Reed. All right, so he's got 17 points in 23 games played. He's getting points, so I'm growing him the best way I can, all right? So, boys, what do you think that we should do? Just in broad strokes. I'm not talking about a specific trade. Just when it comes to the strategy of the simulation, how do we ensure that we get the Las Vegas Golden Knights into the playoffs? I'm going to let you guys know when we're going to set up that session where I ask you a bunch of questions. All right, stay close. I will let you guys know that. It will be before the end of this season because I envision year 4 Las Vegas Golden Knights getting to the playoffs, but we got to make sure that freaking regulation loss number stays low, and it's already at 7. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. You can also swing by our website, which has forums and a live chat. That, along with Twitter, allows us to play with our subscribers in our GTA lobbies or the 24/7 open Minecraft server, where you can build with others or play in one of the many games across Superbia. Our Patreon account helps us support our website and the Minecraft server, and we also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.